enjoy the silence. You gotta live. You can't just exist. You gotta become the person that you wanna be. And whoever that is just perfect. I think you have to redefine what success means for you and pursue whatever that is with all your heart and your mind and dedicate yourself. And I think that you have to, a lot of the time, you have to enjoy being by yourself and going on that journey alone in silence sometimes. Sometimes you're loud, sometimes you want to yell, you know. But I think that people who understand the importance and the power and the strength of being quiet are the ones who make the most noise in the world. They're the ones who make the most sound, the most music. And I think that if you're somebody who wants to make music in the world, who wants to make waves and make an impression, and if you're ambitious, then I think that you have to learn how to sit with yourself. I'm somebody who has tried to dedicate myself to learning how to be present and how to be quiet, how to be silence, how to be in silence, and how to reflect on the things I've done and the experiences I've had and the people I've loved and the people I've, moved heaven and earth for, and the people I've sang alongside and, wrote for. And I think that I don't think I would have been able to have any of the experiences I've had in the past year without my kind of quiet strength, my ability to persevere through hard days and become somebody who is grateful for all that I have, I think that the world is so loud now, everything is constantly, it's in your face. It's, look at my ad, look at my clothes that I'm showing you. Look at, this massive billboard with this, perfect human who you should aspire to be like, but actually is, unattainable. You can't aspire to be that person because they're not a real person. They're an archetype. They're an avatar that looks perfect, but actually is human just like you. And I think that the best people, the truest people, in my experience, the ones that I have a genuine connection with, who will show up for me and who I will show up for, are the ones who I don't have to fill the air with all the time, who I can sit in silence with and be reflective with, and also just be with them without having to kind of fill the void of kind of social anxiety or social pressure. And I don't feel, when I'm with somebody who I truly genuinely connect with, the need to constantly talk about little things like small talk, or just kind of fill the air. I think that there's nothing wrong with small talk. I think that small talk serves a purpose, but I think that if you're with someone who gets you, who really makes you feel kind of electric and makes you feel really happy and genuine and like another human, then you won't need to say anything, you know? You won't need to say anything. You can say, of course you can say everything you want to say. That doesn't mean you shouldn't make your voice heard or you shouldn't be loud when you want to be. But, I don't know, I think that you have to learn, at least I've had to learn that being quiet and being without words or sounds is not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of insecurity. It's not a sign of being, being a loser or being a failure. It's not a sign of anything. It's just, you're just kind of not talking. And you're just being yourself. And I don't know, I think, I don't know if anyone feels this way that like I do, but I know that if anything I say can help one person, I would be happy, you know? And I think that through the pursuit of kind of solitude and being quiet and being and enjoying silence, I think I've really opened up my world and my mind, and I've opened up my vision, and I can see things more clearly and without distraction. I think that today we are constantly being distracted, you know? And things are being shoved in our face, and things are being shown to us that, you know, in a constant feed. And that's, you know, it is what it is, but I think that learning how to be in silence with somebody and learning how to gain that quiet strength, I think, in my experience, it's allowed me to really appreciate where I stand and where my feet are. Like, look where I am. I am in this beautiful field in Ireland, and I'm sitting by this river. I have this guitar next to me. I'm wearing a shirt. I have clothes. I'm healthy. I'm young. I'm full of life. I have long hair that I will continue to let grow because I like my long hair. And before I sat down and recorded this, I wanted to see how long I could sit here and just be. I think, and just be alone. I mean, and be in a quiet kind of state. I think that that ability is something I'm so grateful for, and something that I'm continuing to develop and want to learn about. I want to learn about myself. I want to be someone who is curious about the world, who wants more, and someone who also just knows how to be in a beautiful place like where I am. But yeah, that's what I think about being in silence with somebody and with people. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of just wanted to rant today and yap. But yeah, maybe I'll make more of these. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Bye-bye. I'm Killian. Bye-bye. Have a good day.